Respectful dear family members, Sri N.N. Menon, one of the very famous supporter and export advisor, who is a great worker of Indian Institute of Scientific Heritage, has sent an excellent part of message through our IISH group WhatsApp. That WhatsApp group message, I am just reading it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Sri N.N. Menon has sent this one. The quotation, India is a nice house on a bad street. Simply brilliant. Couldn't agree more. Now coming to the point. What I told you is just the title. An introductory 5 minutes speech given in London at an event by a young professional of Indian origin. His name, Dhriman Biswas. So the person who has given 5 minutes speech in London, his name is Dhriman Biswas. He spoke extempore and the points are reproduced here. The topic was a round table on, inside the quotation, India dash is it a gigantic success of or a colossal failure. Once again, India dash is it a gigantic success or a colossal failure. This is the title of the subject in which Mr. Biswas spoke for 5 minutes. This is what Mr. Biswas said. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad I am merely introducing the debate and not participating, as in my humble opinion, the question itself is wrong. The question itself is wrong. India, unlike many Western paradigms, cannot be analyzed in black and white, in linear equations or algorithms such as this dash dash dash. We hate test cricket, yet are the number 1 test ranked country. Our ranking in gender diversity is 134. Yet the majority of our bank CEOs, the most misogynist yet of industries, are women. Our health services creak and crumble, yet 36% of all NHS consultants are Indians. We love Bollywood tamasha, yet New York philanthropic sold out in 5 minutes in Calcutta in 1984. We struggle with literacy, yet are the largest English-speaking country in the world. We riot, fight and squabble, yet remain a thriving democracy, whilst Russia, Arabia, Brazil, Pakistan fall to authoritarianism. India is a concept devised by the British and therefore in many ways a contradiction, a process, a work in progress. Next paragraph. Our poverty index suggests we are a hopeless failure. Our mobile usage, however, may allude to resounding success. Our private sector defaults diabolically like a kingfisher, but spectacularly turn around JLR like Tata. This question cannot be answered because it is the wrong question to ask. The right question is, can India be allowed to fail? The right question is, can India be allowed to fail? J.P. Morgan elegantly points to the ruins of emerging markets and says India is a nice house in a bad street. Would add further, the Western world is founded on the principles of liberal free market democracy. Outside the OECD, and the Western Anglo-Saxon Protestant world. Literally in the entire globe, there is one other example of this experiment, and that is India. We are the West and England's most natural ally. We speak the language, sing Beatles songs, read Wodehouse, and wanted to grow up to be Sherlock. Despite our many failings, we are a giant and a colossus, and for the sake of the world, let us hope we succeed. 5 minutes lecture given by Mr. Biswas has presented nicely about India to the Western world, particularly in London. You know, India is the country where a president can be Hindu, prime minister can be Sikh, defense minister can be Christian, and vice president can be Muslim. Without hesitation, without failure, India could withdraw 500 and 1000 rupees notes on a fine late evening, 8th November, and India did not die. India could build its relation throughout the world and still become the most democratic country in the world. Israel Prime Minister or President said, when we look towards east from Israel, the first democratic country India. When Indians looks towards the west, first democratic country Israel. And India could see that whatever is to be adopted will be adopted. And when the corruption charges of 2G, 3G, coal mine, others flat, and helicopter dealings, including coffin box dealing, corruption could arise like satellite to the sky. But those negatives could be converted into positive, and a tea seller could become the Prime Minister of India. A tea seller could become Prime Minister of India. An RSS full-time worker, Karma Yogi, became Prime Minister of India. An RSS worker is going to become the President of India. Another RSS worker is going to become the Vice President of India. And a purely saffron wearing priest of a temple has become the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. India could withstand any negative. The attack in Bombay Taj Hotel could be converted into the program for strengthening Indian internal defense. The attack from Japan or the preparation for attacking from China could be converted or is getting converted into the process of strengthening India. Formerly we used to say made in India or made in US. Now we say make in India. India has relation with every other country, keeping the balance each other. And even in America, they are hesitating to have a woman or a lady president for the last 250 years. Even in Ramayana, Vasishta Maharshi has told Rama, hey Rama, when you are going to the forest, your wife should be here. Let her rule this country for the coming 14 years. Even in Treta Yuga, our rishis were ready to accept a lady or a woman as the ruler of the nation. Even in Treta Yuga, in Adi Kavya, it is mentioned. We had a woman president, we had a woman prime minister, we have many governors in the feminine gender. Even though many people think bad about India, the great India never bothers about it. Every criticism is taken as constructive one and utilized for developing India. Now many people started telling that one of the finest anthem in the world is Indian national anthem. One of the finest prime minister of the world is Indian prime minister, who was the tea seller sitting in the throne, who entered the parliament house bowing his head and touching the floor of the steps of the parliament. And remember, India is India. Another name of India is Bharatam. Bhava, Raga, Talam. Mixes here, mingles here. Bhava, Raga, Talam, Bharatam. India is known as Hindustanam. Nearly 100 crore Hindus are there in India. 110 crore Hindus are there in the world. Just like many intellectuals, including Max Muller, Arnold Toynbee said, India is secular only because Hindus are the majority. India can accommodate everyone from outside and inside. Invaders, the Muslims, were taken part in every aspect of Indian development. Invaders of Christian from Portuguese, Dutch, Spain, French, and later from England could not change the culture of India. Within 62 years, the African continent could be converted into Christianity by the British people. But even after 250 years of British rule, formerly Portuguese, Dutch, Spanish, and French rule, less than 2% of the Hindus got converted into Christianity, to the surprise of the world. These Christians are now adopting the temple rituals, all the Hindu festivals, breaking down the walls separating Hinduism and Christianity. That is India. That was India, that will be India. So Mr. Biswas told part of India. I am completing the remaining part of India, even though many more points are to be told. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.